Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are focusing on something absolutely crucial. We're talking about unlocking the true hidden potential of artificial intelligence. Now, if you've been following the AI space at all, you already know the technology is incredibly smart. But, well, if we're being totally honest, sometimes it still feels a little bit stuck, right? Like it's trapped in a box? Well, today I am thrilled to walk you through the exact breakthrough that unsticks it, and it is setting a completely new standard for what AI can actually accomplish for us. So let's dive into this with a really simple thought experiment. Just ask yourself, how useful is an employee who literally can't open a file? I mean, imagine hiring the absolute smartest person on the planet. They know advanced programming, high-level marketing, complex finance. They can answer pretty much any question you throw at them. But there is one massive catch. They are completely locked out of your web browser. They can't access your local files, they can't read your emails, and there's no way they can connect to your company's calendar or your databases. Despite all of that staggering intelligence, how much actual productive work could that employee really get done for you? Part 1, the smartest isolated employee, the paradox of AI. You know that isolated genius from our thought experiment? That is exactly the state of early AI agents. They have always possessed massive intelligence. I mean, they could explain complex quantum physics or write intricate algorithms in seconds, but they were completely disconnected from the real world. They simply couldn't interact with the digital environments where you and I actually get our work done every day. It's like buying the fastest, most expensive sports car in the world, but finding out there are absolutely no roads to drive it on. And that perfectly captures the frustration so many people have felt. Everyone kept saying AI agents are the future, but then you'd sit down, try one out, and immediately hit its limitations. Sure, it could answer your questions brilliantly, but the moment you asked it to do something incredibly basic, like, hey, open my GitHub repository, or check my calendar for tomorrow, or read today's sales report, it hit a total brick wall. It just stopped. Not because the AI wasn't intelligent, but because it had no road to drive on. It just wasn't connected. Moving to Section 2, MCP, the Universal Connector, bridging the gap. All right, so we've identified the core problem. Now let's talk about the breakthrough solution that finally gives our AI sports car the road it desperately needs to really accelerate. That solution is the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. The best way to think about it is like a universal plug that lets any AI connect to any tool. It is literally the ultimate adapter for the modern AI era. Basically, it's a standardized, open protocol that allows developers to securely connect their own data sources and software tools directly to AI agents. To really grasp the magnitude of the shift we're seeing here, think about the old way we used to do things. Custom integrations for every single app. Imagine the absolute nightmare of developers trying to build specific one-off connections between dozens of different AI models and literally thousands of different enterprise applications. It was a mess, totally unsustainable. But now consider the new way, one common language, which is MCP. Think about USB-C for a second. Years ago, every single phone and gadget you owned had a completely different charger, right? Total chaos. Today, one USB-C cable connects almost everything. MCP does the exact same thing, but for artificial intelligence. Instead of building endless custom integrations, developers just build one MCP connection, and suddenly, boom, the AI isn't isolated anymore. It instantly speaks the same language as all of your tools. Section 3, Real-World AI Superpowers, from manual to automated. Okay, it's time to get out of the theoretical tech and look at some practical everyday applications. Let's see how this fundamentally changes the way we actually work, starting with coding. Here is your typical workflow without MCP. Step 1, you ask the AI to fix a bug, and it gives you some code. Step 2, you manually copy and paste it into your editor. Step 3, you run it, and inevitably, for sure, you get an error. Step 4, you manually copy that error message and paste it all the way back into the AI chat. Step 5, you wait, get a new fix, and repeat the whole exhausting cycle. The AI is supposedly helping you, but you are still doing all the heavy lifting. It is incredibly tedious. Now, contrast that with the exact same scenario, but this time with MCP. The difference is literally night and day. Because the AI is securely plugged into your actual environment, it autonomously opens your project, it reads your local documentation, it runs the software tests itself, it identifies and fixes the bug, and it even goes ahead and creates a pull request for you. It's using the exact same underlying intelligence as before, but now with completely different, totally automated capabilities. It actively does the actual work for you. Let's look at a second example, business analysis. Say you're a business owner, and you just want your standard Monday sales report. Without MCP, we all know the frustrating drill. Step 1, open Excel. Step 2, log into your CRM and download those specific files. Step 3, sift through all your weekend emails looking for updates. Step 4, manually build out your charts. And Step 5, try to somehow summarize it all for your team. That is hours of frustrating, repetitive, manual work just to figure out where your business stands at the start of the week. But plug MCP into the mix. Your AI connects directly to your CRM, your databases, your spreadsheets, and your emails to just hand you one simple report before you've even finished your morning coffee. Just think about that massive aha moment. The agent pulls data across all of those previously isolated systems, analyzes the numbers itself, and generates a comprehensive report instantly. It transforms hours of mind-numbing busywork into a seamless, instantaneous result. And hey, it's not just for enterprise coding or giant business workflows either. Let's talk about personal automation for a second. Imagine sitting down at your desk and saying just one sentence, "Prepare my day." Because of MCP, the AI instantly reads your calendar to see your meetings. It checks your inbox for any important emails. It scans for urgent messages waiting for you in Slack. It updates your task list in Notion. And then it simply gives you a clean 5-minute morning briefing. You aren't constantly alt-tabbing and switching between 6 different apps manually anymore. The AI navigates them for you to get real work done. Section 4, Chatbots versus True Agents, Answers versus Tasks. So, if we synthesize all of those examples, it reveals the absolute core paradigm shift happening right now in AI usability. Here it is. An AI chatbot gives answers, but an AI agent completes tasks. MCP is that vital bridge giving the agent access to the tools it needs to actually execute those tasks. Without tools, an agent is just a very, very smart conversationalist. But with tools, it becomes a highly productive assistant. It crosses the line from just talking about the work to actually doing the work. And our final part, Section 5, the next era of AI. Why this actually matters to you. To really understand why industry experts are calling this one of the most important standards in AI history, let's just look at how we got here. Years ago, we had AI chat, mostly novelty conversations, right? Months ago, we advanced to AI co-pilots, assistants that helped you write or code, but they still relied entirely on you to steer the ship. Today, because of universal connectors like MCP, we are entering the true era of the AI agent, and the future, fully autonomous systems. And what is so fascinating here is that MCP doesn't make the underlying language models any smarter. The models are already incredible. What it does is make them universally useful. This is the fundamental difference between an impressive demo you see online and an AI that genuinely goes to work for you. The next generation of AI won't just act like a digital encyclopedia that you query for fun facts. It will actively use software. It's going to write and deploy code. It's going to analyze complex business data and manage entire workflows. So if you've ever felt like AI agents haven't entirely lived up to their massive hype, well, now you know exactly why. They always had the brains, but they completely lack the hands to use the tools. I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder today. AI wasn't missing intelligence. It was missing connections. That is why MCP matters. It really is that simple and honestly, that profound. The intelligence has been there, just waiting. By finally giving AI a universal way to plug directly into the real world, we aren't just changing how AI talks to us, we are fundamentally changing what AI can do for us. So ask yourself, now that AI finally has the keys to safely use your software, what massive workflow are you going to automate first?